wasn't expecting you to come over today, but I'm very glad to see you. Would you like to see the paintings that I just had cleaned? Yeah. There's my son with his daughter and piggyback and his wife. There's my youngest. He was the smart one, and the only one of my kids who really took to the amethyst-based magic. And over here, we've got grandkids. It's nice to have those paintings back. With all this time talking to new young witches, I've been thinking about them more lately. But, I found an interesting book in the library. And I went ahead and grabbed a copy because I think it's pretty significant to, well, all the things I've been trying to do in Galerin lately. Oh my god, Alnico! Hi! How are you? I do not have any mail. So, it's kind of long, but it talks about the history of how we witches came to Galerin. And it shows, let's see here, where's the key one? The great witches are the great protectors of the world and have been elected, sworn to oversee peace and equity among the witches and wilderbeasts. What? What happened between then and now? I mean, we're trying to get things better again, but like, how is there such a thing? I am hoping that a harpy will show up today. Hello, emergency temple shifts. Hoi to you, hoi to you. Like, this is huge. This is huge. This is, I mean, like, honestly, I should probably tag, Wisp. It's okay. I'll just run into wildebeest and freak out about it. So, how did we get to the point that ordinary witches, like, have you ever met a wildebeest? What do you think about them? See, this is the sort of rude reaction I get when I talk with people about wildebeest. Like, the founders of Galerin wanted us to be equal and wanted us to have peace, and yet somehow, although it's actually kind of funny, the little snide remark here, even the Scots set aside their differences in hopes of a new beginning. It showed us what the trees whispered around us in a language some understood, others did not. They too were curious and welcomed us with wary talk. They showed us what trees had died long ago, how to repurpose their roots, and build the city known today as Galerin. I mean, are these great trees the descendants of those historical trees that showed us things? Like, is it possible to wake them up and talk to them again? And, oh, I mean, there's the tree over here. Did we poison it? How did we get from the trees showing us the trees that died to letting that fester in the land? And she's back. And she's back. She's been... Well, I shouldn't talk about it right by her. She's taken on... Well, we think it's her. Did I just accuse the tavern of being evil? I did just accuse the tavern of being evil. Excuse me. Whoa, hello. King. I've got connections. I meant that. This is the tavern. This is not evil, although it seems to be run by a vampire with their own reasons for disrupting the world. Also, why do I only see one moon today? Is it because it's a full moon? I may have my settings wrong. But she's taken on the form of a cat, of all things. And she's been, woo. Hello, rubber banding. We're going to go ahead and try reconnecting there because that was just kind of fun. I'm doing great. My internet connection is apparently being used for other internet things in my house. Yes, I did. Did make myself did make myself a new spell. It's pretty good. It gives me food. Let's see. Let's go find it. Does it cook food? It is a very simple spell, and it just go ahead and write it so you can take a look at it. Okay, so all it does is it sets a entity. It's an entity, sets it on fire, which, if applied correctly, can get you cooked food. So I'm gonna have to make that in my single player casting world, so that I can roam around and grab myself some beef and chicken as I go. I'm gonna head home to my workshop. Let's see here. I haven't actually spoken with Opal for a while, so let's go and say hi to Opal. Hello, kitty. Yeah, see, you're an actual regular cat. But that's Salem. Yeah, you know Salem? Oh no, there's an idea. No, you might get hurt. I shouldn't use you to try to trap the witch. But I'm pretty sure that the Bone Dweller is disguising herself as a cat and trying to use one of the teenage witches. I mean, he's so young. He's like, what, 3, 4? No. I'm kidding. He's at least 12, right? He's living alone. I think he said he was 7, 18? 18. Oh my goodness, is there really a difference between 18 and 12? I mean, when you really think about it, is there really a difference in how well they can take care of themselves? I can't believe his parents just left him so young. No, I'm joking. I know he's a proper baby grown-up. But then that brings up the question, why is such a powerful witch trying to play with him like a toy? Good evening. Excuse me, look me in the eye when you criticize my decisions. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh, and you won't even talk to me? Also, this whole tree is new. Like, it wasn't here earlier today. So okay. If we are sworn to oversee peace and equity among the witches and wilderbees, what did those before us do to facilitate that? I mean, did they just rely on the fact that everybody knew that we were supposed to be together? Oh, good. All the moons are out tonight. Did they... I should try talking to Cloud about this. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I should go ahead and make myself a path to their house. Can we please scroll? Please scroll. Please. Why are we not scrolling? We need a special invitation. There we go. Okay. So we need fast travel. Write that in a couple of times. Grab our location. Get to... Wait, where did I put that? Oh, yeah, it was in slot number 8. Feed that in. And then we'll go ahead and scroll home, tavern, library, office. New location! Alright. And make sure I pick up all of my stuff, because it gets scattered to the 4 winds. Hey, did I drop anything here, guys? Hello? Anyone home? Hello? Cloud? Ella? Mia? Yeah, I wonder where Mia lives. No, okay, I guess they're not home. Ooh. Oh dear. Yeah. Are you okay, house? Like, probably not polite to go in and feed their house. So... I guess the question is, what's causing the current rift? I mean, people think... There are witches who think that the wildebeests are lesser. No, the library will be better. Let's see here. And... Oh, that's very explodey today. What I love is when my spellbook gets thrown out of my pocket. So are there other books that would cover... Found a book about vampires attacking things. Well, attacking their own, of all things. Like, what's this? That is where I got the copy of this. I think that's important. Maybe I should make copies for the other great witches? No, I mean, they can grab it from the library themselves. I can just let them know that it's there. Oh. But, I mean, I feel like that puts a real burden on us and our duties. Let's see here. Anything interesting in these? Let's see here. Yeah, wait, that's a book about vampires. I was hoping that it would tell us something about how to cure vampires, because it did outline a ritual. But it seemed like the vampires just called on fate to... Okay, that's instruction books for a type of magic. Oh, hi Calypso.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Weird question. Do
Do
you
you
know
have
what... Yes, are you able
you
to...
you go first.
Wait. Did you say, do I have... Did you ask me if I have food?
No.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
okay on food. I was
Sorry,
going to ask if you'd seen the Andromeda flame.
I was actually just going to ask you as well. And I haven't. I would have thought that she wouldn't be on duty at this late, but she's probably doing some sort of... She must be doing some sort of work.
Yeah, she's always so busy.
Uh, it's gotta be hard for you as her friend.
I, I try not to worry about it too much.
Mm. I mean, she's good at keeping herself safe. She's very skilled.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about her in her line of duty. Like she can handle herself.
That's good. I'm glad you're not worried. Sorry, I keep jumping up on the blocks because you make me feel so teeny.
It's okay. Whatever you need to do. It's
Can,
okay.
can you carry people? Wait, you carried the
I
Andromeda Flame
can.
the other day. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
that
I
would be
can.
so handy. I can only carry things like my cats. And, yeah, pretty much it.
Well, I mean, that's something. You can at least take care of small animals.
That's good. So, okay, I have actually an odd question for you. So you're a wildebeest, right?
Yes.
In your interactions with witches, I assume that some of them are not kind, to put it politely.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, unacceptably rude, downright vicious. I guess, let's see. I'm not sure how to phrase this question to where it's easy for you to answer and gives me useful information. Do you feel that they don't know about wildebeests being intelligent? Or do you feel like they think wildebeests will attack them? Or are they coming like from a place of that treating you poorly makes them feel superior? Like, what does it, what, I mean, it's hard to, and there's no, I mean, when you're being attacked, you're not necessarily analyzing motives, but just like your general impression.
My general
Birdie, move.
impression is just that they don't really understand. More of I honestly, most cases for me it's less of a malice thing and more of a they just don't like what they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't know exactly what we are, why we exist, so they lash out.
So, are there any witches that I mean, besides the Andromeda Flame and I guess me, are there any witches that you've spoken with more than once or on a regular, like people that you like regularly do business with or are always at the grocery store at the same time?
Um, I wouldn't say at the grocery store at the
I
same
just,
time, but I've run into Darian quite a few times. Um,
oh, he was really rude the first, when I,
oh, yes. Believe me, I know, but it's okay. He's trying.
they are so pretty, aren't they? Yeah. And has he gotten better? I mean, I guess I'm using like, if as they get to know you, are they better about how they behave to you?
Yes.
Okay.
He's more rude in a sassy teenager way now than he is
Yeah.
in a you're a wildebeest and you're gross kind of way.
I maybe yelled at him a little.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. It's okay.
Well,
I am sure that he learned his lesson when I teased him all day the first day we met.
that boy. I mean,
He's a good kid, I can tell.
he's young enough that he feels young to you, and that's just. I mean, everybody feels young to me, so it's like it's nice to know that it's not just my usual. Oh yes, everybody's very young coming across. That's making me feel like he's. I don't know, like sort of soggy kitten.
He is sort of like a soft kitten, isn't he? Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair to the boy, he does have a lot of troubles. So I was thinking, like I've been doing my own research on the nature of wildebeests and the nature of witches and our roles in Galarin. And I've been like trying to think, other than just making a governmental proclamation. I mean, we've been trying to, we're integrating wildebeests into responsible positions in government. and making a point as government officials to, well, okay, I can't say the Watcher is polite, but he's at least no more rude to wildebeest than he is to any witch. But I'm wondering whether some sort of like festival where we like actively have witches and wildebeests meeting each other would be helpful, or if that would be like too much wildebeest at once for the witches and too much witch at once for the wildebeests.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it would have to be something very closely monitored. I mean, you don't really know how people are going to act on something like that.
So maybe
But
like
I think a sort of large festival where you don't have to mingle with wildebeest or witches if you don't want to isn't a bad idea. Just kind of like an open-ended, anyone can come and you aren't allowed to be mean to people if they show up.
but then the larger it is, the harder it is to monitor. And I'm worried. I mean, so I envisioned, you come to this festival and you're having fun and you're meeting people, but I feel like it would end up with like witches over here, wildebeests over there, glaring at each other. So, maybe
I mean,
maybe a festival with some sort of purpose. Like
okay,
celebrating the
this is
founding of Galarian or some such.
maybe. I was going to say if your goal is to get witches and wildebeest to interact more, for lack of better phrasing, maybe something like a speed dating thing.
Oh, but well,
Random assignment. You sit with your person for up to 30 minutes and you just chat and get to know one another, and then you move on to the next
yeah.
person. And you could get paired with another witch, you could get paired with a wildebeest. And
And
then it would be small enough that you could monitor things easily. If people got out of hand, you could remove them.
and to
But
make
you'd
people
still get
have
the
a
interaction.
motivation to actually really talk, we could have like a list of goals. Like,
Maybe things you need to learn about the person that you're chatting with.
exactly. Find out 5 interesting things about the person. And then when you fill that out, some sort of drawing for a prize or some sort of reward for I guess like at the end you go and you talk to somebody and say like, how well do you think your partner did at talking with you? And then you can get like points and
Yeah.
I mean, because let's face it, everybody likes rewards.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I for one, if I was at a what it's not speed dating. We're not trying to
Right,
we're not trying to set them up on a date, but just like
right.
speed friendship making? I don't
Yes.
know.
I think we're going to need some help coming up with a good title for it because that's
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
hmm. And we think we need to have. I mean, I would hope that you would participate because I think that if we can have some, I guess, ringers in the audience, as it were, people who've already, if we have some witches and wildebeest who have already talked with witches and wildebeest, then we can kind of make a few of
Yeah,
those pairs,
kind of like a buffer. Someone
yeah,
who's
set some
okay with
examples.
mingling with anyone. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to help out with it. Yeah.
And maybe do, I mean, I don't know if 30 minutes may be a little long.
30 minutes is a bit long. I was actually meaning to say more like 10 minutes max.
Yeah, something like that.
Honestly, even that seems a bit long, but like if someone's having a really good conversation, I don't want to cut them
Well, but
off and
no,
make them go to the next person.
we should cut them off because if we have it only like 5 minutes, we may be able to cycle around to where people end up paired with people that they were paired with before. And
Oh,
then,
true.
um,
Yeah. I feel like 5
or
minutes is the
they'll
max time.
want to continue the conversation outside of the event. Even better.
Oh. Yes. Give them a reason to seek out the person they got paired with.
But this could be fun. I'm trying to think when it would make sense to do it, because I feel like something around like, kind of maybe in the gap between the planting festivals and the harvest festival, that really long period where everybody has to work so hard for
Yeah,
doing
kind of just a relaxing thing. Honestly
like a mid.
speaking, we could
Um,
probably hold it here in the library. There's enough
oh,
tables.
true. Yeah. Yes,
And
this would be perfect.
it doesn't even have to necessarily be just two people paired up. It could be groups if we wanted it to be.
That might actually work because then somebody who's more comfortable talking might
Maybe we
demonstrate to the people who
find
aren't comfortable.
maybe we find a few people, like one person for each table that can be kind of the
Hmm.
to get the conversation flowing.
Yes. I feel like we should have. Oh, I think maybe the great witches are better served going from table to table and kind of
Checking
facilitating.
in. Yeah.
And maybe not. Maybe the watcher should just kind of watch and make sure nobody's pulling out weapons.
Yeah.
Sorry, you know the Andromeda Flame, so I assume you
I
know how her
didn't
boss is.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I think it'd be best if the watcher was more of a
Watching.
security guard more than anything.
And honestly, he'd be more comfortable. I think if he was trying to be involved in a conversation, he'd be like, "Oh wait, what did you say? Do you want women out?" Yeah, I mean, it would be funny. It'd be funny, but let's not put him through that.
Yeah.
And we could, yeah, we could have tables of food and drink.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, the tavern. Well, of course you know the tavern.
Yeah.
They do such good hot chocolate that might actually, having food from both like wildebeest
Oh,
vendors and
yeah.
witch vendors.
It would also be another reason for people to show up in the first place if we tell them that we're going to have food and drink for them here.
Yeah. Oh, this could be so good. Oh, and what made me finally realize I needed to be more active. Go ahead and read through that. It's kind of long, so just around page 11 is where the really significant. Or just read as much as you like.
There's some really big words.
Oh,
Um,
I guess I could read out the part that I'm finding significant. Sorry.
you could, yes, that would be very
Sorry, I
helpful.
forgot to give you 14 pages of book. Or 11 pages of book. So, it talks about how the witches came to Galea. And we have some of us traveled south towards the dangers of the Whisper Woods, a place teeming with wildebeest and fairies. But curiosity drove us onwards to understand this world and share a home. With ethics in mind, we only took what of the forest the wildebeest did not take. The trees spoke with us and welcomed us, and they taught us how to repurpose the roots and build the city known today as Galeran. So in the past, the great trees could talk to us. Those from the east moved to Galeran, and as we learned each other's tongue, we reveled in our shared love for our magic. And let's see here this is talking about the witches getting along with each other. The great witches, the great protectors of the world, had been elected, sworn to oversee peace and equity amongst witches and wildebeests. Though she spoke of an inevitable fear she knew would come, if at any time the witches cease trying to make peace with the unknown, those differences will drive us apart. So what happened between then and now? And how can we fix it? Possibly, speed chatting? Speed chatting.
Possibly. It could be a start. I think we start with the speed chatting, and then with people kind of getting used to talking with between each other as witches and wildebeest, then we can have a sort of more festival-like thing.
Yes. It'd be so great to see the Great Plaza filled with people again.
I know, I've been itching to see people in the garden. It
Eh.
deserves to be more than just a private space.
Oh, I was thinking of the yin yang area, but the garden would actually be really sensible. Ooh, that could actually be really fun.
Yeah.
And maybe the Fae would come back then, and maybe the trees could be made to talk again. It'd be so cool.
Shh! Hush, Burrow! Hush! Burrow, hush! It's quiet time for you, sir.
Dry yourself out, soggy kitten.
But also, like, if you're gonna be here, you like get on, do lore with us.
Yes. We're gonna need sponsors, and you're kind of rich there. Yeah.
You are Darian. You're rich. Give us your money.
Come on, we need funding. I mean, I could actually
donations, please.
Please. Just a few measly little gold blocks could send a poor wildebeest to school.
Please. Look at me. Look into my eyes. Give this poor bird some money.
You can't say no to that thing. I'm sorry. I need to learn to mute when I start laughing my head off.
No, you're okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not living that. You're never living that down, Furrow.
Oh, I'm really excited, but I feel like I should be responsible and talk to the other members of government a little bit before we start bringing. Well, no, because I mean, we can always hire cleaning staff to clean up the library, and if we,
I mean, honestly, I could probably convince a few people to just do it voluntarily. I mean,
yeah. I mean, if we plan ahead that it will be expertly cleaned, then maybe that'll make people not so worried about smudges and stuff. And we could block off the books themselves for the event. Because the last thing we would need is a malefic coming in while we're doing it.
Yeah, no, that would be a little not great.
Although, I mean,
But granted, with a bunch of wildebeests and witches in the same room.
I was just thinking that a common enemy has brought people together before. But let's save that as a plan B. Or B for bad.
Yeah.
I
think using a common enemy as a reason to bring people together is like that's a last resort of anything. Yeah.
For one thing, it'd be hard to find a common enemy that didn't make one side or the other think that they were a member of, oh, it's a malefic. Well, witches are going to be like, well, a malefic is basically a type of wildebeest, and wildebeests are going to be like, well, a malefic is from the witch's book, so it's basically a witch, and I can't think of any other sort of enemy, except maybe those sirens. I guess they're really wildebeest, but they are really just...
I don't think anyone likes sirens.
Or the warden.
Mm.
Is the warden nice to
wildebeest? I don't know if it would be a great idea to stick a bunch of witches and wildebeest down in the deep dark and just make them fight a warden together.
Yeah, let's not. My ideas are getting worse and worse as we go down.
Yeah, I think let's stick with the speed chatting for a bit.
speed chat.
And then we can move on to bigger and brighter ideas.
They could be fast friends.
Fast friends? Is that the name you want to call it?
I don't know. Is fast friends a phrase that wildebeest know about? Like, when you're fast friends with somebody, it means you're like really secure and like fast, like how you're stuck fast, like strong glue.
Well, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory. Like you meet and become friends in a very quick way.
Or does that make people? I don't know. Maybe speed chatting. That puts less pressure on people. And then if people becomes friends afterwards, then they can maybe choose to joke about that or not.
Yeah. Ignore that. That was my keyboard moving.
No. If I back my chair up, I'm running over my dog because he has decided he wants to lay around the wheels.
Well, let him. He deserves to. He wants to. That's his spot.
It's like the worst. You know that when you are stuck because your cat's on your lap, it's like the worst form of that.
Yeah.
So were you expecting the Andromeda Flame to be here in the palace today?
Not really. I was kind of just checking the places I've seen her lately.
Makes sense. Ooh. Well, I did go to Cloud and Ella's right before I came back here, and she wasn't there, which I guess kind of makes sense.
Considering she doesn't really like the Blight Witch, yeah.
Yeah. And she hasn't in anyone's office right now. I really need to get some armor, that reminds me. Do you know anything about armor?
A little bit? I mean, I'm wearing some, but...
Because I want to get something... I mean, I don't want it to be, like, ugly, but I don't want something that's just, for looks that won't actually help me out in the woods. Do you happen to have time? Would you want to come and take a look at the options? And, if you have ideas, then that's good, and if you don't...
No, I have time. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I came to town with the goal to find the Andromeda Flame, but I set a secondary goal that I was just going to have a good time, so...
Have you been to the big shops, by the way?
I've been to that, Original Oddities and,
I mean, that's cute.
Oh. I still love your magic. It's so nice and shiny and sparkly.
It's so fun. It's absolutely blinding when I try to go down ladders, though.
Oh, I can imagine.
So, I'm actually... Oh. Hello.
Hi.
So...
Hi, Darian!
Hi, Calypso.
Do you have time to come help buy armor? I don't mean, like, help buy it, I mean help figure out what's good to buy.
No, I didn't think you meant that. Sure, I guess that's fine.
Okay, I was going to go, I can't think of the name of it, but the fancy shop. Because, I mean, we can all fly.
Either, but... Yeah, I guess that is something we can do.
Yeah, so that'll be convenient. Because they have an armor shop on the top floor, so I think that would be good.
Yeah, sure. Just lead the way.
Okay. Oh, hang on. There is a creeper right there.
Oh, well, I'm now stuck in here.
Uh-oh. I'm just gonna
Hold on.
clear it out so it doesn't, like, break things. Can you please just... Okay.
Oh, well, that was one way to do that.
I mean, my explosion doesn't harm property, so it's, safer than letting them explode by themselves.
Yeah.
Yay! Do you need gunpowder for anything?
Not that I know of, but I'll take it.
I went up 1 floor higher than I should have. There we go.
No, okay. I'm not great at this whole. You know, for a bird, I'm not great at this whole flying thing. You know, that seems a little dangerous.
Well, this is kind of designed for people who can fly, so it's, Hi, is it actually entirely ethical for you to have warden armor here? You can do custom orders in a few days. Oh, okay, well that's good. So they've got... I don't think red's really my color, but if it's strong, I probably should use it. And they've got... You said you use netherite armor, I think, right? Wait,
yeah.
look at that. Let's see here, that's...
It's a little pricey,
Did that just put that on
but-
my... Did that just put that on my head? Where did that helmet go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Tide Guardian armor. That's for if you're needing breathing. Let's see here. And then that's... Well, that's another item set. So... Why are these all tied? Wait, ice dragon steel? That seems... It protects you from dragon breath attacks. I don't
Well,
really
how
need
often
that.
do you run into dragons?
Exactly. That doesn't seem very like I really use it. Oh, this one grants fire resistance. I mean, that could be handy. Do you have any that protect against... You have any that protect against... What was it was hitting us the other day? Would it be the void? Would it be... Oh, hello.
I don't really know if they'd have any armor for that specifically. That's kind of a really specific ask.
This dampens vibrations. Is vibrations what the warden does?
I believe that, yeah, that's shulker related.
Yeah. Warden helm. Hmm. And I have to, well, I don't really like wardeny things, but, oh, how do we actually take things out of here? I
That's
think
probably
that is,
locked behind a
oh, it is. Okay, we'll just borrow.
wall.
I'll take this for a second.
It's locked behind a paywall.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's in the case for a reason. You probably
I
have
mean-
to pay money for it.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, right? I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to run into you.
Oh no.
Okay,
it's
won't even lie. It kind of goes with your dress a little bit. It's, it's the
I mean-
teal color.
It could be good.
fine. I don't know. It's a little bulky, at least
It
for my
really
taste.
is. Yeah. But I mean, I'd literally only be wearing it like when we go to the woods. So it's not like
That's true. I mean, you could always learn like a spell to make it invisible, or you know,
I
to
could.
be as light as a feather. No pun intended.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think I want to have them adjusted and put some padding around the shoulders or something.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
And it feels, I don't know, it feels strong. Okay, I think I'll make an order with them. Yeah. Okay, they say they can do custom orders, so maybe they can do. Can you do fitting? Okay, well, she says it a few days. I guess I better not try to go to the woods for a while then. Okay, I think
That's
that'll be good.
Easier said than done, but I'm sure you
Yeah.
could find work to be busy and not pass by.
Yeah, I've gone years without going to the woods. It's only lately I've been going there. Do you handle enchanting armor? Okay. That's a possibility. I don't really know armor enchantments, so I may have to get some help with that. Although he seems like a fairly... That's a surprisingly weak setup for such a fancy shop. Are those... I don't know. Maybe I can get it decorated too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put down a deposit. Let's see. Isn't it amazing that they have an ender chest here?
Yeah, it is really nice. You looking at something you like?
Mm-hmm.
You just,
I mean, they're all right, I guess. I've seen more lusterful gems down below. These are probably
Ooh.
the not as good quality ones.
And where are the good quality ones?
You can find them down below.
Okay. I will
They
give
usually
you
try to mark
a...
up the ones that aren't as nice just to make a
Right.
quick buck, but you can usually tell the grade of a gem by
So
the
I
way
can
it
come back in a few days?
sparkles.
Thank you. Hmm.
It's a little hard to tell though when it's late at night.
Yeah, there's not really any light hitting them to know if they
This looks more like
sparkle.
representative samples. Sort of inferior ones that are out to let you know what they have available.
Nah, it's not like I could get any anyway.
So this is Frosti. Frosuti. Spelled like with only one R.
I have one.
And
if
then
you'd
that
like. It's not a big
is
deal.
sense.
You do?
Burrow is actually
Yeah,
doing
of
a lot
course.
of the lore on
Why
this
wouldn't
server.
I?
Can I have it?
Sure, why not? That was the one you're looking at the most, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, did I do something weird?
She really loves sparkly things.
I mean, I know that, but okay.
I mean, you're happy, right, Calypso?
Very.
See? You're fine. You did good. You guys want to get some cake or tea? Let's see
I could
here.
go for some tea.
The cafe is very good. Do they have... Oh, they have all the assortments of sweets and things. Ah. They've got... Oh, they have coffee and milk coffee. I don't think they have tea at the moment.
That's a bummer.
Which is weird, because I really had thought that there was tea.
Oh, it doesn't really seem like it. Unlucky.
Looks like we can get some bread and jam. I mean, there is the tea shop, but then we'd have to brew it. So that's... You have to wait for them to brew it. I guess that'd be fine. Let's see what they've got here. Pardon me. Where did you go? I genuinely thought that they had all come and restocked recently, but I guess I imagined it.
So there might be a small problem.
Uh-oh, are you stuck?
Yeah, there's not really enough room. Oh,
See?
Sorry, was that too forward?
No, that was fine. I just didn't expect to be lifted that high out of nowhere. There's. Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
he fought a whole dungeon recently. Actually, you've been fighting a lot of monsters recently, I think.
Uh,
Ella
I
was
mean,
saying something about you guys fighting the Wither?
yeah.
Upgrading your
It's not a.
spellbook, are you?
Oh, yeah. It's
Okay, yeah, no, he's
pretty
definitely
strong
way
now.
stronger than he looks. Or is he just wearing baggy clothes?
What?
No, I don't think they're baggy.
I think it's the cravat. The cravat gives
What?
the illusion of, like, delicacy.
No, I meant more in the aspect of like I'm just huge compared to him. So,
Oh, I mean,
but
I
I
couldn't
guess
lift you, but then yeah. Wait, I could lift you.
uh,
It's just, I'd have to do it
honestly,
magically.
I would be shocked if you couldn't lift me. I've got very light bones, bird things, harpy things. I gotta be able to fly.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I should have asked first.
That's okay.
But still, I can't just fling you up a whole floor like Fro did.
Well, I have a lot of experience carrying a lot of gold. Gold's kind of heavy.
I wonder why that is.
Um, for very good reason. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Did you get any?
What? Why are people saying that in chat?
Only they called you Frosties.
That's fine.
Oh, wait, I know what's going on here. Hold on. These actually hold more than one. They have a black
Yeah,
tea,
the
a hibiscus
stacks of
tea.
3, I think.
Yeah, it was like 4 with that one. I really thought I had done a better job. I mean, the restocking people had done a better job going through and fixing all of the shops so you actually could get stuff. Also, I really wish that these cash registers actually did something.
I mean, they look nice.
They look so good, but I'm so tired of non-functional things.
No, I mean, that's alright. I'd much rather barter with a person than with a machine.
True, but when we have these unstocked shops, I just realized that this dish down here is a blueberry muffin that looks like a chihuahua. Like the two, so the blueberry kind of on this end is the nose, and then the 2 blueberries you can kind of see from the doorway.
You know, you're so right. It does.
Have you seen that set where you can you're supposed to like figure out if it's a blueberry muffin or a chihuahua, and it's actually like actively difficult? Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Can we eat this, or is it decorative? Okay, cannot.
I think
See?
it's decorative.
Everything in here is like that plastic food they have in some Japanese restaurants. Show you what's possible. You know, if we had bothered to actually make things. Oh, actually, we should tell Darian about the like event idea.
I was gonna say, Darian would probably be a good, well, probably be a good mediator.
Yeah, like he'd be a good one to run one of the tables.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Okay, so first for context, you need to know a little bit about the history of Galarin. So the first few pages of that go into like the witches coming into Galea. But if you go ahead a bit to around page 9 or 10, you'll see what one of the responsibilities of the Great Witches.
Sworn to oversee peace and what is that? Equity among witches and wildebeests.
Right?
Look at the inevitable fear she knew would come. At any time the witches ceased trying to make peace with the unknown. Interesting. So, what does this have to do with me? And
Well, so I mean, I've been working on and off on trying to make witch wildebeest relations better. But I mean, that clearly states that I have like an active duty to stop this prejudice nonsense. And a lot of the problems that witches seem to have with wildebeest is like a lack of familiarity. So how do we get them familiar? We get them to talk to each other by having an event where you can get points and rewards for learning information about your conversational partners.
so a social.
Yes. And we're thinking in the library, because of all the tables there, and we can have it catered so that people come for the food. But if you just say, sit a witch and a wildebeest together, like randomly, even with some sort of reward for talking, they may just sit there not sure if it's okay to, like not talking. So we can, instead of just groups of 2, we can have groups of like 4 or 6, and have one person in the group who is already like a witch who's already comfortable talking with wildebeests, or a wildebeest who's already comfortable talking with witches.
Don't look at me like that. You can't do that to me. I'm sorry. The look on Darian's face.
He's so, there's like extra eyebrow. Why are the eyebrows 5 times as thick for that expression?
They blend into my hair. It's difficult. I'm just very focused, okay?
No, it's fine. And that would create groups of witches and wildebeests. And I think really more witches, because I think wildebeests are fairly familiar with witches. Unfortunately, sometimes adversely. And would just help move us forward towards fulfilling the dreams of our ancestors. And I think that'd be more effective than some sort of governmental fiat.
I don't know. It sounds a little too... What's the word? Superficial?
It's a
I
start.
don't know.
Well, it would only be the first step. We just think it'd be more easy to manage and look after things and make sure things don't get out of hand with something that's mediated and looked over by several people,
and
as opposed to a festival where you might just have witches on one side, wildebeest on the other, and they're just glaring and
somebody goes to reach for a pocket handkerchief and everybody else pulls their weapons because they think the person is going to try to attack them. As a first step.
And hey, it's only an idea. If it doesn't go well, then we can think of something else. But if it does go well, then that opens the door for other things to get witches and wildebeests to mingle more.
Mm-hmm. And having it in the library means it's already in an environment where people are kind of on their best behavior. Because it's it's kind of a formal sort of environment.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't really have any good reason to say this wouldn't work beyond my initial comment, but I know not everybody is as analytical as I am, so...
Yeah, I mean, the key thing to remember is the goal is we're not going to...
force friendships.
Yeah, and we're not going to solve everything, but we could at least make it so that when wildebeests go to buy apples, they're not served after all the witches are served. And, so the witches are not like actively crossing the street and wiping at their hands.
Darren, you cannot eat that croissant. It is made of plastic.
It looks so yummy, though. He believes in himself. He can do it.
I'm just picking at it.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure these ones are real.
What's plastic? I thought this was just like illusionary magic.
Oops. Well, you guys all need to get something too, because I just realized I don't have anything smaller on me than a topaz.
Look, I'm not opposed to this little wildebeest witch formal event. I just hope you know that others might not find it to be as interesting, simply because there's some kind of prize at the end of it.
Then what do you think would be a better way to get people?
I mean, we've thought of catering, offering food and drink. That's a reason to get people to show up.
That usually gets at least some folks out.
And I think it's fine if it starts off small.
And I think it's better to maintain it as something voluntary. Like, we don't want it to come across as, oh, we're forcing you to get to know each other. You have to get along now. You're sitting in timeout together now. That just causes more issues.
But
I don't know.
If people like me, one of the great witches, and people like you, a member of a respected family, talk about how we're excited for the event, even if you have to fake it, that's going to make some witches show up just to be at an event that we're at.
I just, maybe you're right. I don't know, I'm so hesitant about it.
Because, there is the potential for
things to go entirely the opposite of way we think they're going to.
Wasn't the last big event you were at Cloud Keep?
Yeah, Nimbus Keep.
Yeah, and why do I have those backwards?
Big formal. Didn't really end the way I wanted it to, but suppose it wasn't all bad.
And so that'd be another. The library has some suppression magic to help keep down danger. We would get the Watcher to basically keep an eye and make sure that nobody's pulling any weapons or starting any spells.
Oh, yeah, because he's just the best guy to have at an event like that.
Well, that's why we think we should have him being a Watcher.
That's why he's the Watcher and not a mediator for people.
Touché. And then we were thinking, like, being in groups for 5 minutes, and then we randomize the groups, and people talk for another 5 minutes, because the hope is that 5 minutes is long enough to kind of, like, wait, if we're doing 6 people, we probably should move it back to 15 minutes or so with larger groups.
Yeah.
But, 15 minutes or so with a small group of 6 is enough time to start being interested in the conversation and maybe want to continue the conversation over cakes. And actually, those were really good cakes. For cakes and cocoa from the tavern and so forth.
Well, I hope it works out.
And we're thinking of maybe holding it between the planting festival and the harvesting festival in that sort of long summer period.
Yeah, there's no big overlaps with anything else. At least that's what I recall on my own calendar, so.
And then the weather will be nice if people want to, like, walk around the palace gardens after. Although, that might be too soon. I think we should definitely. Well, no, because we could then do a garden-based event. If it goes fairly well, a few weeks later, we could try a garden-based event, maybe? And see how that is.
That'd be nice.
it has potential, and it's better than nothing. And in all my time interviewing witches and talking with wildebeests, I haven't heard anything that would counteract it. So
I don't know. I
it
think
has potential.
there's a big lack of understanding between witches and wildebeests. I mean, you're great, Darian, but our first interaction was you screaming, "Oh my god, what is that?" at me. So I think it might be good to have a moment where witches can kind of learn about different wildebeests and what they are and how they act and what they do.
So I don't want the first event to be wildebeest as entertainment, but having like some other time having maybe like a play, actually like a play about the witches coming to Galea and talking with the trees, although that may be too much. But you know,
What you looking at there, Darian?
meeting
Nothing.
about how the witches like carefully found places that the wildebeests weren't, and I actually do not know how to pronounce this name because I do not know Gaelic names well enough. Either you know how to pronounce Fiadh.
Fiadh?
Yeah, it's a Gaelic
Is that
Irish name.
Yad?
Yad? Well, if it isn't, hopefully we'll learn what it is later. But, so, Yad is the one who built the Prismarine Palace. So hosting an event at the Prismarine Palace where we have witches meeting the wildebeests and being friendly and such, after people already have this sense of, being together, it'd be good.
Well, I guess I'm sold. If you need any assistance getting any of the materials for stuff, I don't mind
Appreciate
sponsoring the
that.
event a little bit.
Yes. I mean, should be able to cover most of it, or even all of it.
Yeah. Big things we'll definitely need help with is more mediators, people who are used to communicating with whether wildebeest or witch.
Yeah. And I think we need wildebeests who aren't instantly terrified of witches for this first one. If somebody who is scared of witches wants to come, like, they'd be welcome, but I don't think we should go out of our way to try to talk them into it.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't know
actually,
how I'll
you'd be
do on the recruiting front, but
well, I actually would really like your help with decorating it when we get closer to the event because I've seen your house, so I think you've got a pretty good eye for design.
oh please, I don't know what I'm doing. It's more like happy accidents than anything else.
I mean, happy accidents are still happy, accident or not.
Sure.
Oh, you know the painter. I wonder if the painter could do us a painting of like the early witches and the wildebeests being together doing things.
Possibly.
We could do a whole propaganda campaign.
Okay,
For good.
maybe
does not sound like a good idea.
Well, right, because it gets overused, and overused for bad things. But
yeah,
in addition to the event, I mean, I do think that we do need to have like some governmental, like official governmental campaign things. Like, I don't know. I'll find somebody who's better at this because I'm better at developing spells than I am at coming up with good slogans for fixing the relations of half of the people in the world. And see, that's another reason to wait until the middle of summer, because by then we should be able to get citizenship for the wildebeests that we have in government positions. like the librarian and so forth. So that would help as well. Having some like official wildebeest citizens instead of kind of adjoining residents. I don't even know what the official categorization is. Ooh. Nope, I should actually probably get home. Or I'm just so excited about this. I like want to go and like buy decorations and make plans.
Maybe save that for tomorrow. That can be a tomorrow errand sort of thing.
Sounds good.
I mean, there's plenty of time to plan, I assume. I don't actually know when either of those periods of time you were talking about happen.
I was naming those as events that agricultural societies have and was hoping that Miss Maddie Claire would tell us when they would be because we don't have a calendar yet for this world.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, actually, I had wanted to talk to you a little bit, Darian, but like someplace a little bit more private. I mean, no offense to you, Calypso. This is
No, it's okay.
Yeah, do you have time to go and talk at the library a little or at my house?
Sure, yeah, I don't mind for just a moment. I believe that means we're bidding farewell for now.
If we run into
Calypso,
each other later.
you should check and see if
Goodbye.
the Andromeda Flame's gone back home. It's really late now. Surely she's done with work.
You know, you would think.
You'd think. I don't know where the exit is in this part of the building. Here we go. Down the floor. Actually, my house is literally right here, so that may be.
That's probably a little more convenient.
Do you want to just kind of come up and come to my more private sitting room?
Sure, that's fine.
I keep having people over who can't fly, and so I've been using my main dining room. Oh, here, I'll just grab a seat next to the cat. I know. Yes. This is Ibetus.
A pleasure.
She's a very good. She's an actual cat. Unlike
really?
yeah, like an actual regular. I met her as a kitten cat.
Well, that's nice.
Right. Speaking of your cat, how have things been since we talked last about her?
I haven't seen her.
Oh,
I don't know where she's been.
well, I hope that's good.
Well, she does this quite often, so I don't think much of it anymore.
He is actually a professional voice actor who's like paid to do
Sometimes
voice
it's
acting.
kind of like
He
a
has
small
foam all around his microphone.
blessing in disguise when she's not around. But
Yeah. Well, then the question
no,
is she not around, or can you just not see her?
No, she's definitely not around.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
I've been around Salem long enough that their aura is like imprinted, so it's very easy to know when they're there and when they're not. At least to what I know. For all I know, maybe Salem has a way of suppressing it enough that she can come and go as she pleases unnoticed, but I can usually tell when she's there and when she's not.
That's good. I would check in with you because last we had spoken, we were warning you to act natural so you didn't get destroyed by the evil witch cat.
Yeah,
So
I'm doing all right. I mean, last couple days I've been busy with my book, so
congratulations. Not many people get that far in that line of magic.
Thanks. I was nervous at first, but I was lucky enough to be over prepared for the situations at hand.
Because you have to fight. Okay, I know you have to fight the Wither, and then there's that. The transforming boss.
Oh, it's a Wilden beast.
Oh, that's unfortunately named, considering the current political climate. But
Yes.
I know
However,
it's a magical construct, not a real creature.
It's very different. I made sure of it before pressing on.
Will do. That's
you
wise.
know, yeah.
So, various voices in my head are curious if you could do a demonstration of one of the voices of a character you voice act, Furrow.
What?
Well, no, because you do like Minecraft roleplay voice acting mostly. They're like, he sounds like an anime character. Have him do voices, please.
You know what's funny? I have only recently I've never done Minecraft roleplay.
Oh,
Until,
I'm getting you confused
maybe
with somebody
a couple
else.
Months ago.
Because there was somebody else.
I did a lot of like animation stuff before this. I'm trying to get into cartoons and anime. I'm very close actually.
Ooh.
But no, I have like the anime guy voice.
You really do.
And
It's so perfect.
I love it. I love it because I think it's funny. But like also people don't take me seriously like in real life because they just hear like I need to be strong for my friends. Oh shoot, I gotta power up. Or
wait. So in real life, people think you're like just weebing out when you like are like, hey, can I get a double latte with foam? And they're just like, oh my god, dude, anime is not life.
The only thing that saves me is that my eyes say 1,000 words. Like, you hear my voice and like over the phone, the experience is always like, whoa, you're so like animated sounding and all of these things. And I'm like, yeah, anyways, but that they'll see me in person and they'll see like the dead stare in my eyes or like the smile that isn't there. And they're just like, oh, are you okay?
You're like, I'm fine. I just need to find more power.
I'm actually looking for some dark aura. I can tell that you are a good person. Your aura shows it. You know, like.
So actually, the way you play Darian is really more like how you actually are.
You know, when the Maddie Claire came to me with the proposition of playing a pre-written character in Darian, I was like, oh, this is so exciting. Any particular reason why? And she started listing off all the little things that makes Darian Darian. And I said, oh, no.
She nailed you. She's just like, you will be perfect.
I'm like, there's too many things that me and Darian do that are too similar to real life Furrow. Beyond the whole, like, I'm not racist, but Darian kind of isn't either. He's just kind of, like, difficult.
Calypso and I were talking, Fizz and I were talking about how basically you're a teenager. You got to give teenagers a little bit of slack and tell them that they've done wrong so they can learn better. But like, you know, don't assume that they're going to stay that edgelordy.
Oh yeah, no. Darian is edgelordy because he's so used to being by himself. And he pushes people away because he's like, you're just going to leave me anyway. So go away. Let me do my own thing.
Plus, he's been at like boarding school since he was like 7.
Yeah, exactly. You know, all of these like uppity snuffity schools with uppity snuffity kids, and then like he was different. He was an oracle, so like people treated him differently. And then he was rich and part of like a political family, so people treated him differently again.
And then all the head trauma, the multiple concussions.
Oh, of course, you know. So
and you know, fate just kind of fading at him.
Darian has so much bullshit going on in his life,
and
he's just like, I hate this, so I'll just hate everybody. And then he gets shown kindness one time, and he's like, oh my god, wait, hold on, is this how it's supposed to be?
It's possible to be decent without trying to just get tons of money from me. I mean, that's really why he's so prone to manipulation by Salem.
to be fair, she hasn't like been overly successful in manipulating Darian to do anything crazy.
So Furrow is
The
like
most she's gotten him to do is like harbor her away from the Great Witches and like not just turn her in on the spot. But
yeah.
it's more like manipulation out of fear than it is like out of like, okay, he's doing this willingly because he wants to. It's more like everybody keeps telling Darian, hey, you have a pipe bomb that sleeps on your bed. Don't set off the pipe bomb because
Yes,
you will
see?
die. And Darian just
Rachel.
goes, it's crazy you think that I sleep in my bed, but okay, I guess
Wow, sleeping? That must
I'll
be
ignore
nice.
my pipe bomb. Darian has slept in Ella and Cloud's house more times than he slept in his own
Oh,
house.
in Mia's house? No.
Shut up.
So
Shut up.
but you yourself are actually an adult. Like you're mid
Yeah.
20s, right? Yeah. So people are
Yeah.
freaking are like, wait, that's a teen voice? Like, but no, I bet although you probably if your voice is this deep now, you were probably not much of a tenor when you were younger either.
You know, my voice hasn't really deepened out too much. There's recordings of me on YouTube they're all privated, but I've been doing voiceover for oh man, I think it's been almost 10 years. So I have recordings of when I was like 15, 16 years old, and I sound like a kid. I
Aww.
have like the little squeaker voice. And it really started to settle in like at the end of like high school, and this is where it's been.
It's just like, and here we are. And because you
Yeah.
you and Mia worked out that Darian that Mia character Mia is like 19 and character Darian is 18. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mia is canonically older than Darian, which I think is hilarious. I love that dynamic.
It's so great. She is such a chaos gremlin.
She's a gem.
She's so great. But yeah, no, people were curious, so I thought I'd be like. So anyway, welcome to the studio, Furrow. So I understand that
I
you
feel
have.
like this is like a behind the tree line, the Whisper Woods tell all 60 minutes.
I should actually like bring like everybody in to do their like, like creator like lore things. But seriously, like, it'd be so weird to bring Fizzy Mizzy as Salem in here, like
It would be very
talking as
silly.
Fizzy Mizzy, but just sitting there in
like,
the Salem skin.
cat. And like, I'm a little evil, but nobody knows that.
Okay, I have been requested to ask you to say EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh my gosh, you just said that like Darian saying it. Like, like that was in character. That's so great.
I wasn't trying to be a character.
Have you seen the paintings I got Drowsy to make of random children?
I have not, but I heard you talking about your random children.
Yes, I have kids. It's so great. I have grandkids too. They're... See, look. I don't remember the name. Hold on, let me check the painting. Oh yeah, this is Rafe, like Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Lilac. She's my youngest. She's the smart one. She's the smart one. Was the smart one. You can see that she has the hex casting scrying lens because she's the only one who really took after me and being strong in the hex and the amethyst magic. And here are my grandbabies.
Oh my goodness.
Little Olivia was only about 6 months old. That was her very first time out in the snow. Well, okay, they went sledding, then they took a picture inside and like kind of pieced together the snow with the kids because to make it look good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is this what a functional family is supposed to look like?
Well, yeah, I mean that's how it was. Would you like to lore about it a little?
I actually can't stick around too long.
Oh yeah, I'll let you head out.
I have other little plans that I agreed to tonight.
Yeah, it's all good. I actually put I have actually planted books, well, a book in the library about this just to mess with people.
I love that.
Alright. I let you go. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Poor boy. Wait, can you even get out of my house?
Escape.
There's so many layers to this house. You just went into the kitchen.
Oh, there we go. I knew eventually I would get
I
out.
don't think there's a gate out of that garden, but you can fly, so it's okay.
I can. Whoop. Oh.
Bye. Oh no, he's going into the ceiling. So, there is a comedy singing duo. I want to say Hall and Oates. And one of them literally made a song that's basically, hey kiddos, let me explain what you're going to find about me when you start using the internet. And it's basically has lines like, and in one video, mommy was naked. And in another video, mommy made jokes about doing grown-up acts with other grown-ups. And I'm never going to have to explain that. The worst I'm going to have to explain is why I'm so bad at programming when I'm the one who made tutorials for a programming video game thing. And luckily it's going to be, honestly, YouTube may not even be around by the time I have grandkids. If I have grandkids eventually. And this does actually remind me that I need to figure out how to get a microphone set up for Luno so that we can stream Craft Mine together like he's asked. Yeah, he's wanted to stream. He wants to stream with me, and I was thinking that I figured that Craft Mine would actually be a pretty good one to do together. So that'll be fun. Now let's go see if I can freak out Jurgens, who is playing the Andromeda Flame, although they're probably someplace more private now. I'm so tempted to stream snipe just so I can find them. Oh, actually, I could just ask. Oh, let's try typing with the actual keys. Have you presented idea to Andromeda Flame? Does der no calendar? Or Fizmit. Or FizzSense has a terrible work schedule, so half the time she's not able to get on. And so when she can, we'd like to kind of pop in there so she's got some people that she can talk with. Yeah, exactly. No calendar. This is such a great boat, honestly. I've added it to my little hex casting pack that I put in there, but I don't know if I'm ever going to actually make. I feel like I should figure out how to craft these ships and put one and make one in there. I haven't found an ocean yet, so it's kind of like, what's the point of it? So here, so as you press more forward, the sail goes bigger and you go faster. If you push backwards, the sail goes up and you go slower. It's such a good one. My kids have been playing a lot of Stardew Valley lately, and they've been working out. They play with so many mods. It's actually really, like, it looks like a completely different game. Kind of like modded Minecraft. Why is there a tree attached to that? Oops. Did you know if you run into otters with the boats, they get really mad at you? I swear I'm good at steering. No. Okay, I need to slow down. I cannot turn that fast. There we go. Could go attack one of the sirens. Hi, duck. You want to ride? No? Okay. Duck, I'm pretty sure that if you lay your egg there, it's not going to work. Oh, I should actually wrap stream up a little bit, but I just like these boats so much. Okay, again with the turning. Can we please just turn, go forward, turn, turn more. Okay. This is really hard to navigate. Alright, fast again. I think that for somebody who can fly, I don't do that badly. Okay, something just killed something right by me there in the river, so, you know, that's good. After I get my armor, I should like, go fight in the mine cells dungeons. I'm kidding, I should never do that. They will they will hurt so bad. Because look, I can't use any weapons, and all sources of damage hit me twice as hard, so that's cool. I don't think I have any other. I could give you guys a link over to the Senses stream. I'm sure YouTube wouldn't get mad if I posted a Twitch stream here. Twitch link. I actually don't know if Dura is streaming as well. So Fizzsense is Calypso, who we met. Durguns is playing the Andromeda Flame, who is, well, as far as the Magistra knows, the Andromeda Flame is Calypso's little friend. But they are actually dating. Ooh. The Magistra has absolutely no idea, mostly from being just a clueless, several hundred-year-old. I'm holding a fish now. Okay, I'm putting the fish in the boat. There we go. The boat will have fish. There is actually so much lore to this place. Part of why I haven't streamed much on it is because I don't have that much to actually do as such. I mean, until this recent development. And so much of what I do requires people who just aren't, like, I shouldn't take, like, great action that affects all of the city of Galarin and the entire country of Galea. No, world of Galea? Oh, shoot. Yeah, world of Galea, city/country of Galarin. Like, I need to consult with the other Great Witches before I just, like, take action. So I just kinda hang out and pop in and talk with people who are doing things. I mean, I really need to speak with so Maddie Claire is the one who's made this whole world concept. And I need to, like, get some more history of Galarin info from her. Nice! I hope that you find the ones that, you know, may you have good side effects as the thing goes. Because that's the only real difference between different ADHD meds is, do they have side effects that don't bother you? And the other thing is, like, you actually want to most ADHD meds are not like the ones where you have to like use them for several weeks and then like if they're going to work for you, well, okay, I can't assume that. There isn't any sort of like withdrawal period with most ADHD meds. So you can literally just like try them for a while and then just stop and try something else. So it's very forgiving. I now am the proud owner of 2 more fish. I apparently am incredibly good at fishing. So go me. But yeah, I mean, just like try different things, try different dosages and such. I mean, obviously with the, your doctor's supervision. Oh, gonna break my... Nope, got another fish. I'm so good at fishing. Oh my goodness. Can I get ducks too? And, like, if a medication feels like it's working, go ahead and try a higher dosage and see if it works better. Because a lot of times, especially if you've had ADHD for a long time, like, you don't even know that it's possible. Like, you'll find, as things are working, you'll find that things are easier right away. But then you, like, won't realize, like, necessarily everything that's been a struggle because of the ADHD. Like, you won't, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, this is better, so I'm fine now. Well, yeah, you're better, but you're not necessarily as good as you could be. I have lost where I came from. Uh-oh. I don't know how to get this boat back to the city. Because I'm so good at navigation. Wait, I think, okay. Hold on, I recognize these palm trees. I'm okay now. Hi, zombie. Why are you not on fire? Like, oh, there you are. Zombie's on fire now. That's good. I think that these boats can hold, like, 6 people. That's pretty good. I wonder if I could trick one of the NPCs into coming on a boat ride with me. Oh my goodness, wait. Can I, like... hey, skeleton. You gotta lead your shots. I think I can customize an NPC to, like, have a skin. It'd be fun. I can make little... Oh, wait. Turn. Oh, okay. I'm so good at fishing. This is... I didn't intend to do this, but now I have completely stocked this fishing boat with fish. Yeah. I don't think I want to go down this river. Right? Look at this. Look at me. Look at me go. I have already caught 7 fish, and I haven't even put a rod in the water once. I think possibly otters are murdering fish as I go through. Oh, hold on. Wait. Please. Yeah, no. Returning. Okay. This can't possibly be the right river. Uh-oh, I'm lost in the woods. I've stolen someone's boat. I mean, not really. I think it's a shop's boat. It's okay. Right. Please, let me see something I know. Well, this is bad. I'm so lost. Okay. We're just gonna let somebody know where we put this. Actually, hold on, maybe they won't be mad if there's fish. We'll add more fish and then they'll be good. Did you kill the fish dandelions? I really don't think you could. There we go. Nope. Ah. Hold on. Gotta pull it. Okay. Stop. Wrong button. Okay. Fish here. Nope. Wrong button. Okay. There we go. We'll stop here. We'll put away that fish. There. Look at that. 12 fish. 12 fish in one trip. I'm doing good. And then I'm gonna just go back to... I'm gonna just go back to the library. Yeah. And then figure out what stuff I just dropped all over the floor. Because that's how this works. Oh my gosh, I didn't actually throw any of my stuff out of my inventory that time? Oh. She's not even. She's just gonna sneak into. Don't you have people that you'd rather go to prom with? That seems unfortunate. I wish I was better at writing. Like, when I see these, like, spaces in the library, I feel like I should do something about it. Also, I don't like these books being like this. I'm gonna fix them. Now, normally when I mess around with fixing stuff on this server, I actually pull up somebody else's stream. Let's see here. I feel like a 12 is kind of subtle, right? Like, if we just kind of pop you like that. Let's see. Wait, how does that look better down there? Yeah, see, like, the one with the 12 light is better than the one with no light. So I'm gonna fix all the books, I think. All our little floating books will have little lights so we can tell that they're books and not random blocks. Like another high school student or somebody that's actually like one of your friends versus like your mom's like friend's random kid. I mean, if you don't really care and you like the kid, I guess that'd be fine, but I don't think of middle schoolers as being the people that high schoolers want to take to prom usually. Like, more, it seems not the usual thing. Oh, look at all these lovely 15s glowing. This place is so dark because everybody like plays with shaders and then turns up the brightness. Yes, you need your own private little. Oh, you already have yours. Okay. I think I got everybody. Oh, there you go. You. This is why the books need little lights. Is because if you don't have them, they just look like, without lights, they just kind of look like glitched out things. Yeah, I mean exactly. Like, she will have her time to go to prom if she wants to do that when she's, that age, with her own friends and age appropriate people. I don't see the I mean, other than her being able to be like, yeah, I went to prom when I was, in, please tell me she's at least 8th grade. Now, mind you, if you guys do a junior high system and she's like a 9th grader, then it's less weird, but also, like, high school freshmen going to prom is already kind of a weird thing. I mean, I don't know if that's, like, how people do things now, but to me it feels weird to have, like, a freshman going to prom. Like, that kind of smacks of, back in my day, that would only happen if, a senior was, I know I'm using the old lady voice, but right, like, I guess back when having like the senior dating the freshman wasn't that weird, but now it seems kind of, okay, almost 14. She's practically an adult. In Game of Thrones, she already would have been married for 2 years. And like, has your mom considered what it's going to look like if you go with a 14-year-old? Like, what people are. Hi, sorry.
Hello. How was your chat with Darian?
It was good. You're just talking about our cats. So, were you able to meet the Andromeda Flame?
She stopped by for a little bit, but she seemed pretty busy, so I didn't want to,
Okay.
bring up the whole
Well, and I can talk with
speed
her
chatting
like
thing.
I can talk with her when I speak with the Great Witches more officially.
Yeah.
It actually probably would make more sense. Well, I'll talk with them. Let the Watcher decide if it's something that should come from, official channels or if I should speak with her personally, or I guess have you speak with her personally.
Yeah. I don't know when that'll be, though. She
Oh,
said
well,
she's
that's
been
not
really
nearly as
busy
creepy.
with
Okay.
this new case or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's been like a lot of contraband coming in.
Something about a big monster. I don't know.
Oh,
She didn't go into very much detail about it.
yeah. Do you go to the woods much yourself?
Well, I mean, I live in them, but
Uh,
right on the edge, so I don't go too deep typically.
do you
I mostly
have?
fly over them.
Hmm, that should be okay because a couple of people have been captured in the woods, but they were walking. So far as we know, the creature that grabbed them can't hopefully can't catch flying creatures, but I would maybe fly like way up and over and then directly down to your house and kind of check around.
Yeah, she said to keep an eye out as well.
Yeah, because it's been dragging people to the void. Well, we
Oh!
think down into the depths, and there was only one layer of breakable blocks between us and the void in the bottom of the world when we
Oh,
investigated.
that's so fun.
Exactly. And so far as I know, everybody who's been grabbed has been able to be brought back. Yeah, but I don't know if any of the wildebeests who are deeper in the woods and who don't really interact with witches. I don't know if any of them have been captured without being uh, recovered. They, yeah, but stay safe, especially if you're living alone out there.
I think I'm okay. I mean, she
Yeah,
said that being so close to Galarin, it was unlikely, so.
yeah. I mean, I'd only heard reports of them being out at Cloud and Ella's. Both Ella and Mia got grabbed at different times, but they're pretty deep into the woods. So,
Oh, that must have been what Darian was talking about.
hmm yeah, no, we had to follow a trail. I mean, luckily, Mia's Mia's curse actually saved her life this time, which must have been a nice change for her. Oh wait, I don't know if her curse is private. Anyway, because of it, she was able to leave a trail. So,
See, yeah. Um, okay, well, we have Darian on board.
yeah. So, well, you could just use the. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to get enough people for all of these, so we just use the. I don't know, like we said, plan for maybe 6 tables worth, and then use maybe some of the other tables as like. I mean, it'd be kind of annoying that like they go and they immediately sit in groups of witches and wildebeest by themselves, but having like tables where people can take the food to sit and eat the food,
Yeah.
and could be good. So yeah, like six tables of 6 mediators.
Yeah, so we'd have me,
Yeah,
Darian. I mean, I would think Cloud and Ella might be well, I actually don't
Ella,
know.
100% Ella.
Ella for sure. Ella was very sweet when I met her.
Yeah. The Androm would. I mean, the Andromeda Flame has a wildebeest friend in you, which really surprised me, but that makes me think that she might be able to handle this. So, especially if you.
Honestly, while I think she would be okay with sitting at a table with litter beasts and witches, she's very secretive about our
Mm,
friendship. So
uh,
honestly, she may do better as more of a bodyguard as well.
yeah. Super. Okay. Well, plus I think probably some wildebeests have had her like come investigate their homes and some of the. I hope I don't know. You never know if there's a witch who's done some sort of contraband stuff. Until they've been actually caught. But if we have people who, well, same argument for the Watcher, if we have people that they've investigated, that might not be comfortable.
Yeah.
I like young Theo, but I don't know. He seemed really nervous lately. That may have changed by summer.
Mm.
Man, I don't actually. I think I'm gonna have to take a table. I was hoping to be able to like kind of walk around and facilitate, but if we're switching out every 15 minutes, that's not bad. So me and Darian as witches, you and Ella as wildebeest. I mean, 4 tables gets us basically 20 people besides us, and that might be about all we can expect from this event. So that might be
Yeah.
enough.
Could Mia be a mediator potentially?
Potentially. It'd be nice. Well, no, because that gives us a fairly good balance of mature and young. So we would need one more witch. I just imagined the soul witch. Oh, he'd be worse than Cloud. Oh, now this is an unusual idea. You know, have you ever met Wilhelm, who lives out at the ranch?
I don't believe so.
So he's a very old, powerful witch, but he's very personable and friendly. And he actually might be. He would tell people stories about the unusual fish he's fished up, and then talk about how he managed to cure a cow by some sort of magic, or like he could be perfect if we can talk him into it. I think I might write him a letter and ask.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would give us. Wait, I just can't math now. That would give us 3 each, which is 6 tables. So that would be good.
Yeah.
Would alcohol improve things or make them worse?
Oh, I think
always the question.
alcohol.
No,
something very light. I think
like a Chardonnay or a
something like a sparkling something fancy,
Yeah.
but like not gonna get you
something
wine drunk.
super delicate and befitting the dignity of the palace. And definitely a white wine and not a red wine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
just imagine.
for sure non-alcoholic drinks as well, for
Yeah.
those who can't or won't drink alcohol for whatever reason.
Definitely hot chocolate from the well, no, wait, it's gonna be summer. Shoot.
Tea, probably.
Yeah, I mean they do a really
Maybe
solid
something
tea as
calming.
well. Yeah, maybe some iced teas and little fruit plates maybe, and little pastries, little finger foods.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that would be. Okay, I think this will be fun, just as soon as we know exactly when we're talking about, because we might be planning something for next week for all we know.
Just as soon as we know when the freaking calendar is!
When is it? Maddie Claire, tell us.
Maddie!
We should. Hey, I know you're a wildebeest, but do you know the magic spell online? We can use online to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
It's so much easier to stay perfectly in character when somebody's just going to be like animating whatever you come up with. When you have to like actually make Minecraft make it work, it's just like, yes. Actually, is there a calendar in this? Watch there be a calendar.
Also, there's just one
there's a Maya calendar. Okay, so we are officially doing everything under the Mayan calendar system. According to it, we have now, I believe we were, no, Maya calendar? I don't know who Maya is. I'm sure she's nice. I I think we have neglected to worship several gods, according to the calendar.
Oh.
We're running behind. We are going to be smitten. Wait, smitten means you love somebody. We're going to be smited.
I mean, we might be smitten.
Yes, there is a lot of being smitten around this town.
There's so much smittenness.
Everybody's so smitten. In character, the Magistra would be like, and what about you, dear? You should really find somebody you care for. She's just like, they're such great friends. I'm so glad the Andromeda Flame is getting along so well with Wildebeest now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, such great friends.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Oh my god, and they were roommates.
I'm okay now. We also still need to actually make, like, the vault that's locked up behind the giant wall of books there, because it's still just, like, an opening to nothingness. Have you seen back in there?
I have not.
Right, so this part, right, you have your very dangerous books, and then, like, down here, you have, the chest I pulled in place because I needed a place to put something dangerous. And then you have the giant mined out cellar of potential. It has potential. It has no light. It has no way to keep people from falling to their deaths. One of these days somebody's going to teleport to me and I'm going to be like flying over that and they're just going to bloop. But I think people know to tell me to land now. After I've killed Maddie like 3 times that one day.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out. I was like, oh my gosh, is there a lore
How
reason
many-
she keeps dying?
How many lives have you taken? Just
Well,
flying
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I've taken... Wow, like Maddie, like 4 times chained. She just went dead, 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 dead. And then I took out... No, I took you and Darian out. It was you. Oh my god.
You killed me.
Sorry. I never
It's
did.
okay.
But with Maddie, I was just like, oh my gosh, we're under attack. She's got some sort of like lore thing that she's put in here. Look around for the monsters. So I immediately flew up higher and started looking around for what had killed her.
I think you just saw her on her graves right under you.
Well, but that was before the graves were there. So I was just like, And so I was expecting her to like fly, and then she teleported back and she instantly died. And it took me like several more times of me going, oh, okay, I see what's happened here. It's so bad. Oh. I have been going around adding lights to places because
It's so dark.
Yeah. The books are this sort of, well, I put lights under the books so you can actually like see their spines and stuff now, but because before that they just look like these like black squares randomly cutting out the world.
Oh.
Half the time if you see me on the server, I'm like watching your stream while I place lights places in the palace. Like, what are your hobbies? My hobbies are bringing light to the world. Literally. Literally light. Was that a golden steak? That looked like a golden steak. That's so weird.
It's just it's an eternal steak.
Ooh, you managed. Ooh, nice. Look at you and your fancy magical accoutrements. See, wildebeest sandwiches aren't that different. You have a steak. I can make a doorbell noise. Or whatever.
Sorry, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I made it into... Well, that's silly of me.
That tickled me. That tickled me so much.
So the
You have your steak, I can make a doorbell noise.
We were both very powerful mages. I mean, I could also, like, teleport you to my house if I took, like, 3 minutes to write symbols in the air. Yeah, for whatever reason, they have a make notes spell. So you basically tell it, you give it numbers to tell it, like, what type of block is under the note block, and then another note to tell it which pitch to play. So there's, like, a range of, like, 25 notes. Like, it's a chromatic scale. Wait, is it chromatic? No, note blocks are just in major C, aren't they? Anyway. But if you, like, put the notes all into a spell, they just play them all at once. And there isn't any, like, built-in default way in the mod to add a delay. So the best I could do is to play one note when I crouch and a different note when I stand up. I can do it backwards doorbell too.
Oh my gosh.
Because I am a musician. See? I have range. I have range.
Range.
Ask me to play anything as long as it's these two notes. I can play them in whichever order. if I could figure out
backwards or forwards.
or forwards, I can actually do it more than one. Wait. Yes, because I am so good at music and magic. If I had a couple more notes, I could play. Mary had a. Oh wait, actually, I could do that relatively easily. I now have a goal in life. I could give myself.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Magistra has a performance that she'd like to put on for everybody.
No,
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb.
I think it'd be easier to just do individual notes, but I could use hotkeys to, like, jump between the notes. I could do that.
Yeah.
That's totally a productive use of my magic time.
Of course. Well, I think so.
I absolutely want to do that. I just, I do so many things that don't make any sense for the character because I get these ideas.
I mean, she's your character.
Exactly. But
you can make them make sense for the character.
I'm just gonna blame everything as stuff I did to entertain my grandkids.
I mean, it's canonical that you worked with kids a lot, right? Like you helped them find their like wand or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
You feel like a kindergarten teacher.
I am actually the kindergarten teacher of this mod. Like everybody who's like learned, so many people will like randomly come to unrelated streams and be like, "Oh hey, I saw that you were live. I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for helping me out with the basics of that mod." Which I appreciate so much, but it still makes me like, "Oh, you know who I am. Hi. Thank you."
That's not scary at all.
They're so sweet. They're such sweet people. And then I feel bad because I don't do any more tutorials because I only do tutorials on stuff I understand. And like the reason I do like kindergarten level learning is because that's my understanding. But I explain it so people can understand. So I guess, win. Oh, how did wow, I'm just gonna like randomly switch back into character here to just mess with your brain. How are the plants doing? Did they take out?
Oh, would you like to see?
I would actually love that. It's so nice that we all have this sense of when it's safe around Galerin.
Yeah.
I have this feeling that fate and the void
I have this feeling that
aren't going to do anything to us today.
I have this feeling that everything is fine, and honestly, I don't really think anyone's around but us right now.
It's so quiet and peaceful in the early dawn before anyone wakes up. All the monsters are asleep.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. You live. Oh wow, your garden's amazing.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
those-
hope to make an actual designated area for it, but for now, I'm just growing the flowers here.
Oh, they really took off well. Ah, yeah, you placed them perfectly. Oh, your house is just so pretty.
Thank you. I hope to fix it up a bit more.
Hmm.
The flowers definitely make it look a little more inviting.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if the furniture shop in town has that type of wood. But wait, is this... Actually, is this even local to the area? Did you... What did you build this with? It's like some sort of fur?
If I remembered, hold on, let me check real quick. Give me a second. Give me yes, this is cottonwood.
Wow, that's kind of exotic for... Does it have... Oh, okay, so it has a little bit of some magical protective properties. That's nice. Wait, you said you had you found this abandoned and then you fixed it up?
Yeah.
Wonder if, like...
Most of the original planks and wood was rotted away, so yeah.
Hmm.
We're not gonna question how it works, okay? Out of lore. I liked this color palette and I said, yep, this is the one.
No, I think that... I mean, it feels like a place that was owned by a nature witch. But if you found it abandoned, they must have... Honestly, they probably died of old age. Because this is a very, very old style of construction. So... Yeah. I mean, I guess you actually... Since you can fly, you can just build out your platforms more for more space.
Yeah.
So actually, because we're relatively close to where Darian and I found an abandoned village and a sort of dangerous-looking dungeon place. It's possible you fly past it when you go to Galerin. Can I show it to you so just you can kind of glance at it when you're going around places? Because
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, we tried blocking it off and it looks like it has started wearing away a little. Yeah, it's just over. Oh, sorry, it's hard to orient myself in the night. Ah, there's the village. Okay. Good. I'm glad you spotted the village. I was seeing the other lights in the woods and was lost. So this village, I mean, it's completely empty, but it wasn't recently abandoned. There's, there was nothing's really overgrown. There was compost that hadn't finished, breaking down. And then over here, so Darian, so if you peek through the sort of gap that's formed, you see that green doorway. Calypso?
Oh, I lost you a little bit.
Oh, hi.
I'm over
Yeah, sorry.
here.
If you peek through the gap that's formed. Oh, good. It only has new ones.
Oh.
And Darian went into one of those places and he said it was like a dungeon filled with dangerous, like mechanical creatures, like, and one really giant mechanical creature. So we went ahead and blocked this one off since it's so close to, since it's just across the way from Yalarin there. But when we blocked it off, we didn't use any blocks with holes in them. And we think, maybe it just eroded with all the rain that's happening. Maybe we just got some bad blocks that had some weak spots. But, just in case, I've asked Darian to keep an eye on it as well. But if you happen to be flying, I guess it's more out of the way than I thought it was, but if you happen to be flying past here and you just see that it's still blocked off, I guess, as much as...
Yeah. I can keep an eye out.
Of course, that doesn't... I guess I'm just assuming that if there was giant mechanical creatures, that there's no small mechanical creatures going out, but I appreciate that. Hi, Dragonfly. Are you a dangerous mechanical creature? Yeah, probably. Why are the dragonflies like the size? Okay, new headcanon. The dragonflies are actually the Fae. That's all the Fae that used to be around are now dragonflies. Yep, give me a second, kiddo. Aw, you got a pet fox.
I can't take him home. He will kill my pet duck, but
Yeah, absolutely will.
I can get him out of the water.
Aw. I tried going sailing and got lost, but I managed to catch 12 fish with my boat, so that was good. Hello? Yeah, who is a dangerous monster? You are. Bye-bye. A large part of that spell is completely unnecessary when I attack things in the water, but, because this basically explodes an entity. But at first it places water, and then it explodes them, and then it places a block and it removes the block. So it can explode stuff without damaging houses and things.
Oh!
So it's pretty good. But,
Pretty good.
Until we don't want water in the place. Ooh, hold on. Wait a second. I have been doing... I did a Furrow interview. I should do a FizzSense interview. I don't remember what your actual streaming name is.
It's FizzSense.
It is. I could just check it on Twitch. Yeah, look at you.
Look at me!
Ooh. Poor Maddie is stuck on Roblox.
Poor Maddie.
It's so weird how much quieter her Twitch stream is than her YouTube stream.
No, literally. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so proud of her though. She's grown so much with
my goodness.
with her Roblox stuff.
I seriously think she's gonna hit 100K. Like
no,
before
yeah,
summer.
me too. Me too.
Like every
What
time
is her? What is she at right now? Last time I checked, it was close to 70,000.
Oh, I think. Let's see. I last checked at 22,000. Wow, 22,000, 62,000. Yeah, no, she's at 75. And so
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like last week she was 62 and this week she's 75. Like I was trying to be like conservative and say, oh yeah, like by like June she'd hit 100K. She may hit it before the end of April.
Yeah. at the very least, it'll be like end of May, early June, I think.
Yeah. Also, looking to see what she's at for that channel has absolutely destroyed my YouTube recommendations. I keep getting like the absolute stupidest
Yeah.
Roblox content pushed now.
I get so many Roblox lives now, specifically Dandy World
Yes.
stuff.
Well, and then I keep watching the Ethos bot thing because I want to I'm like, oh, I want to see how they do with their like voice acting. And then YouTube is like, you clearly like that. I'm like, I don't. I know why they suffer and why they come off of those record.
I don't. I just want to support my friends and I want to know what they're doing.
I'm like, I want to see how different they sound when they're doing that. And it's like, okay, well now I understand why. Actually, are you part of that group? I can't remember.
No, I am not an Ethobot voice actor. I'm not even a voice actor. I just do silly lore sometimes.
I know, I just have not gotten off. You're just a regular Akari type person.
I'm just a regular silly little guy.
Just a little goober.
Silly little guy.
With your beautiful harpy wings. With amazing animations. And now this is one, so you found one that was programmed and then you retextured it to look super cool and
no, so this one actually is just a normal skin and then it's the Icarus wings. There is, so I do have like an actual model. I am currently getting Dur to rework some stuff on it because it looks a little bit funky, but I can here, let me see, which one is it? Is it this one?
The Icarus wings are actually really like work for the character really well.
Yes, it's this one. So there is this one. I will actually.
You will need to take
take it off. Yes.
Okay.
So there's this one that potentially after some of the animations are fixed, I'll be probably switching to this one. Just so it's more harpy-esque. But I won't even lie, I kind of just love the Icarus wings because here's the problem with this is that I can't wear the Icarus wings with it because
they don't
I can't hide them in any way. So
are they
I would have
armor? Or are they treated as armor?
They are they go on your back slot. Elytra I can hide. I've tested it out. But I can't hide the Icarus wings because I think technically they differ than Elytra.
Yeah, like I can't actually. I've only tried making one, but like the sparkles stay no matter what.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it gets even.
I would love, honestly speaking, as much as I love the idea of her having actual like harpy features and having the feet and everything. I'm so like one. It also just covers up her pretty outfit.
Yeah.
So like, hold on, let me
maybe drop the wings, but keep the harpy feet. It'd be cool if you could, if the wing model could be made to like bulk out the Icarus wings by like. I mean, that'd be so hard to program.
Yeah, but honestly speaking. I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed these wings a lot more. I think the only thing that I'd want is just to add the feet, like the legs. Yeah. And then the rest of the skin is kind of just how I want her to appear.
Mm-hmm.
I do really need to talk to someone about getting those like emotes, like the ones that Darian has, like all of the emotions and stuff.
That man's eyebrows. Oh my goodness.
On fleek. On point.
Have you heard Furrow's strategy of using F4, by the way? Also, I am still live.
No.
That's you might. Like, so you go into...
What? You're live? I totally don't have your stream pulled up.
Oh,
or anything in the slightest.
So you're, okay, so you go into your F4 mode, right? And then you activate your character, and so when you're, like, talking, you can, like, have the two of you talking together, and, you know, people bubbling your head, because you're a Minecraft role player. Oh my goodness! Ah! If you turn too much, you spin yourself. And so then you can have like your POV of you know, like I need to figure out I need to figure out why this jumps like 27 million pixels every time I click one key, but if you're people who are smoother at it, and. So, anyway, Calypso, yes, we're having conversations, and I am very, very natural. Look at these natural head movements. Totally like how people normally. Oh my goodness!
It's also very funny because for me, I'm switched back to my normal thing, and you are still seeing Harpy. You're still seeing the Harpy skin. Let me try.
It doesn't update for me. Like people who use, especially people who use, what do you call that? Hack. With the emotion. What is the elemental? No.
Emote? The emote craft?
The one essentials. The one.
Oh, essentials.
None of those skins show for me at all. So pretty much, like every time I talk to Grizz, he's just like the he's always. I don't know. He always has a mustache and an apron.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I've tried to fix it, but luckily, I mean, like I've only streamed like. Well, twice, like to actually do like lore things. I've streamed like a couple of times to just kind of like hang out and show people like, hey, so this is what I'm dealing with. This is the magical tools I have to help me program things. But yeah, it's just. The drowned really should learn not to glow.
I know, they're so shiny.
They're so sparkly. Actually, I need the XP to like name things. Oh, there's already another drowned.
Oh, there's another one.
Here, let me go fishing for drowned. Here, want to have some of your brethren? Yeah. Come on, come get it. Honestly, drowned should swarm to rotten flesh. I think zombies should eat rotten flesh.
Yeah, no, that makes so much sense.
Like they should like swarm like like fish to things. Actually, I have been streaming like kind of ridiculously long for me. In part to hang up because I know you have such limited time. I'm like, no, I must give her a foil.
No, it's okay.
So, good night.
Good night.
Bye. I sink down to the